Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson. My name is Quincy. For those of you who are new, thanks for checking out this lesson, and hopefully you enjoyed so much that you press that like button and push the subscribe button too. Hey, get me out of this 40K zone. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the 40s. I'm ready to be 50. Not literally, but figuratively. Well, figuratively and literally. I don't even. All right, so this lesson is all about learning songs, right? And specifically jazz songs on the drum set. This routine can apply to any instrument, but it's going to be specific to the drum set, of course. And I have all my students learn melodies and tunes and songs like this, and I know it's going to work for you. All right, so if you guys are ready, you know what's about to happen. I'm about to holler at the top of my lungs, and if you don't like loud man hollers, you better turn the volume down. This is my shtick. I don't want you haters to tell me down below, why does he do that at the beginning of every line? It's because it's my shtick, okay? So if you guys are ready, then let's... Ooh, that was a good one. The first step is singing. I know you guys don't love singing. Some of you don't. But we're going to sing the melody to Oleo. This is a bebop melody. I like learning bebop heads because it's great for working on dexterity, organization of our hands, right, around the kit. It helps us understand the bebop language better, helps us incorporate more accents, embellishments of the melody within the bebop framework, all kinds of things that you learn. And plus, it builds your bebop repertoire, which is the foundation of all modern day jazz. So let's play the melody. If you don't know it off the top of your head, I'm reading it. Well, actually, I don't need to read it, but I want to make sure I play it accurate. So I'm going to read it, and you can read it as well. All right? I'll put it on the screen. Here we go. So we're going to sing it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bap booty, bap booty, dee da bop boo biddy boo 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 bap booty, bop boo booty boo boo bop booty boo bop booty lead up bosh do biddy 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 bop bop de be bop de bing bap de bee biddy bee bop biddy biddy bop, right? And then the bridge is open. This is also working on bebop heads is also great for working on your bebop syllables and your scatting. I know it sounds corny and sounds weird, but it's actually a part of the lineage. You can trace it back to even Louis Armstrong, but especially during the bebop period, you can hear Dizzy Gillespie and Ella Fitzgerald, Betty Carter, right? All of them, they all had great scatting syllables. So this is something to practice. All right, so the next step is to sing it and play it on the snare drum while playing time in your feet. Let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop ba da bop ba da 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 bop ba da da ba da 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 bop ba da 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 bop bop ba da ba da ba da bop bop ba da bop ba da bop ba da ba da ba da ba do ba da ba da ba da da bop bop ba da ba da bop. Right? And then the bridge is open again. Okay, after that, who's calling me? Who's texting me? I can't do it. I'm in the middle of a YouTube lesson. Okay? I'll get back to you. See? I'm dedicated. It's really important when you're playing it on the snare drum that, one, you'll notice in bebop heads and in general, eighth notes in bebop lines, right, when people are playing in that style, the eighth note flow and feel is straighter than maybe a lot of people want to naturally play them. Right? As opposed to, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more of that kind of feel. And then you add accents to that, which is similar to second line. It's that kind of feel. It's not straight, it's not swung, it's kind of somewhere in between. So you should definitely get comfortable doing that. And that's what learning these melodies, these bebop melodies specifically, will help you do. Okay, so the next step is to orchestrate the melody around the kit, okay? And again, I'm adding embellishments here and there. So let's see what that sounds like. And you can sing it as well. right? It always helps you to sing, but sometimes the singing can hinder what you play. So I don't want that to happen either. But as long as you can sing it, if I ask you to sing a melody, you should be able to do it. Okay? That means that you're going to be playing what you hear. Here we go. I'm going to orchestrate around the kit. 1, 2. Right? And essentially what I'm really trying to do is convey the feeling of the melody. I'm adding embellishments here and there. And you notice I'm using rudiments, but not in a typical rudimental way, right? Playing rudiments essentially is just a way to embellish, ideally, a way to embellish the melodies that you are playing in this instance or that you are creating, okay? So we don't play rudiments just for the hell of it, right? We're trying to convey some kind of rhythmic melody. And that way, it brings more musical relevance to what we're playing. All right, next step is to comp through the melody. And this is something that a lot of drummers, they might be able to do, but it doesn't necessarily feel like they're playing that specific song. So I want you to hear how my comping will, even if I'm not playing the rhythms of the melody, every rhythm of the melody, I'll be playing in a way that emphasizes or accentuates the melody of, in this case, Oleo. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Again, that's just the first 2 A's of Oleo. But can you see how I'm really catching a lot of the melody, but not most of it? I'm just catching the things that fit well within the natural time flow of what I'm playing. So it sounds like I'm just comping. Right? But in actuality, I'm playing along with that melody, right? And bringing it out. Very important step. Very important step. Okay, so now, once we actually played the melody, we can comp it. We can play the melody on the drums. We can sing it first and foremost, right? Now, I want you to be able to play over the form of the song, okay? So the form of this song is AABA. 32 measures, 8 measures for each section. Yes? So we're going to play as such. So we're going to just imagine that we're backing somebody's solo. Okay? 1, but still keep that melody in mind. 1, 2. Right? Okay, so that was a full 32 measure form, which is exactly the form that Oleo is over. Okay, so we can do that, hopefully. If not, chill right there. Practice playing over the form. Even though we're not playing with other musicians, we shouldn't require other musicians to hear the form. I have a play along that might help you hear the form. I'll put that link down below. It's very important that you can play the form. Okay, the next step is what? I want you to be able to solo over the form, okay? Keeping the form. So let's see what that sounds like. And again, for all of this, we're keeping that melody in mind. Just because I'm not playing the melody, just because I'm not doing that doesn't mean I abandon it and I can just play whatever. I still want to keep. I want everything I play to make sense with that melody, even if it's not exactly the same rhythm. Okay, now I'm going to solo in the bebop style over this form with that melody in mind. Oleo. All right, so could you keep the form with me on that? Hopefully you could. I took a couple little weird, interesting turns, but overall it was 32 measures. That's the main thing. And notice also I was keeping 2 and 4 in the left foot. It's very important to be able to do that, though you shouldn't require it to keep the time or the form, okay? And that's the routine. That's the 6-step routine that will help you master any song that you want to play. Remember, drummers, you should do this with any song you want to learn, okay? Remember that. So I'm going to do the same thing with a different bebop melody. And also, by the way, it's good to do a non-bebop melody like Autumn Leaves or How High the Moon or There Will Never Be Another You. These are great standards also to put on the drums. Maybe I'll do that in another video. But this is Dexterity, one of my favorite bebop heads. And I'll sing it, I'll play it, and let's just see where it goes, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm rapping. Ba body 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 ya body 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 ah ba body 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 bidi 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 ya body 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 ba bidi ba bidi 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 di bidi ba bo badi body body ya body ya on the snare drum. right, so that is today's lesson on how to learn any song. Remember, drummers, you should do this with any song that you want to learn. And I promise you, if you do it with just 4 or 5 songs, bebop style and also otherwise, more standard jazz, American jazz standard style, it's going to vastly improve your ability to play songs with a band and make everything that you're playing more relevant to the song. Even when the melody is not going on, that melody is going to be in your head forever and ever and ever. And it's going to inform everything you do. Okay? So have fun with that. And until the next time, you know what to do. Practice hard, but practice smart. Take care. Bye-bye.